Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Plays by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will put total leather and will get started. Dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oregon's offense will get the first crack at it here. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Encroachment. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Turns it loose deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return, it's Bolden. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Longhorns offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Blue. The Longhorns are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Movement here from the tight end. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right half. Oh, and he missed it. No good. No change in the score. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
On third down, going up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're lining up to boot it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Looking to pass. It's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, he's looking downfield. Finds his man. It's Whittington. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. The give to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. He fires it out to the right. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
Yeah, and you failed on 1st and 2nd, but on 3rd down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They go to the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass. It's Ewers. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's running in the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's blocked. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. On the move, it's James. They stripped it out. How in the world did the offense retain possession? So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Off play action. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
To the air, it's Ewers. Got his man. And he breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Snap from the gun on third down. Grabbed behind the line. It's James. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. They're going back to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that dub. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on up.
The expressway is wide open. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6.
See some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, Grimmer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. They'll go to the fullback. The Ducks get it past the sticks.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied. And
I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got it behind the line. It's Bolden. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Ewers. He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Keeping it on the ground with the single back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now on second down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. Looking for space, it's James. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on 3rd and long. The play action fake. Forced out of the pocket. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short punt. He will signal for the fair catch after a disastrous punt. This is great news coming up for the offense. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Bolden. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quick.
He's going to fire deep. And it's caught inside the 30. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buys a little extra time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. Powers forward. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Texas offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Now facing a third and long. Using his legs, it's Blue. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. All tied up, under a minute to play. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the misfire now on second down. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Floats it out in space. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Bolden. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Big celebration, and understandably so, guys, but there is still time on the clock. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you put yourself in position to pull this one out.
There's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys, so which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? What's his range? All those things come into account with how aggressive you want to be maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. Brings it in down the left side. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football.